Um, but yeah, so the main thing I wanted to start off is like, how many of us have actually had a financial education? Like, raise your hand if you have. Oh, a couple. Okay, cool. How many of us have to deal with money on a daily basis? All of us. Everybody should be raising their hand, right? So it's really crazy that our education system doesn't help us with that because it's something that we all have to deal with. And yeah, as Max said, if you don't take the right steps or if you don't start early enough, you can have some really devastating consequences later on in life when it comes to your financial future, comes to retirement, comes to leaving something behind for your family. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we can kind of talk about some financial wellness. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So, I'm just going to tell you guys all a little bit about me. So, my partner David and I started our company a couple years ago. We started in the finances industry and realized how much of a need there was just because of the lack of education and how devastating the consequences can be if you don't know what you're doing. And so, we kind of found a passion just helping people get their financial future together. And then I've seen a huge difference in what just a small, like a couple small tweaks can make in the finances and how much it can really affect your future and also the generations to come after you too. So we really take pride in helping people and really try to lean on the education side of things. We really want to make sure people know what they're doing and actually understand the concepts instead of most advisors will just throw accounts at you and just tell you to be on your way. Whereas we want to make sure you actually have a full understanding of what's happening in your finances. So, as I'm sure everybody is aware, most Americans are facing a tremendous amount of financial challenges today. So, about 94% of people are rely on Social Security to retire, which I don't know if any of you have seen Social Security or have received it. It's not typically a very large paycheck to begin with, and also generations in, especially my generation, we're probably not even going to have Social Security. So, it's definitely not something that should be relied upon and whenever you reach that age where you are trying to rely upon Social Security, it can just have major consequences. I met a lady a couple of weeks ago. She found out her Social Security check is only $1,000, and that's all she has to live on in retirement. And so it's a very dangerous thing to not make sure that you are setting yourself up outside of that. Also, a large percentage of people end up leaving the workforce earlier than they anticipate. That's due to health reasons, family reasons, just a number of things can happen in your life that lead to you leaving work early. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just going to work forever, but you don't know what's going to happen in the future. And you need to make sure that you're prepared for any future possibilities. So, once again, setting up a personal plan can have a dramatic difference on what that looks like for you. And then less than 1 in 5 people feel confident about their capability to retire, which is really unfortunate. I learned a stat the other day that only 5% of people who reach the age of 65 can actually retire. Most people that reach that age actually have to continue working or just are going to work for the rest of their lives or just have to live in kind of squalor just to be able to survive if they are not capable of working. So I invite everybody to like kind of think about your financial situation, think about how you feel about it. And hopefully by the end of this, some of you guys will feel a little more empowered to kind of take a step forward and to make sure that your financial future is secured. Does anybody have any questions or anything?
We'll open it up at the end because then I think we'll get on a roll.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. I like it.